Hey folks, today I'm going to talk about the number one most surprising thing that will help your weight loss. Just completed a run. Well, I completed an hour and 15 minutes at the gym and now I'm out walking. I'm up to about 12,000 steps. It's getting windy. This is Mike Norris with Mike Norris Fit, and I'm going to tell you what that number one thing is. This is something when I tell you that some of you right off the bat are going to say, I can't do that. That's not for me. I'm too old. I'm too this. I'm too that. But I know that this thing works because of my 6 years as a weight loss coach and my 8 years of keeping weight off and what I've done and how I lost the weight. And also, I have been in a group with some of the top weight loss coaches in the world. I mean, these people are outstanding. And some of these people, these coaches who charge a lot of money, won't even take your money if you refuse to do that. If you say, no, I'm not going to do that, they'll say, no, I can't help you. That number one thing, and I'm going to explain why, is lifting weights. Yes, weightlifting. And weightlifting can be different for everybody. So some of you that are older and never lifted weight, I know you're saying, I can't do that. I can't go to a gym. You don't have to go to a gym. If you go to a gym, and like Planet Fitness is really cheap, $10 a month, you have the things you need right there in front of you. And they have people that will help you and show you how to use them. Or you can buy you some little 1-2 pound dumbbells. If you're really scared of weights, you can buy you some little light dumbbells and start with those. Doing 1-2 pound dumbbells. Or you can buy a dumbbell set that goes from like 2 up to 30-40 pounds, whatever you want. But weightlifting, why is weightlifting so good for you? When you build muscle, muscle burns more calories than any other thing. Muscle burns more calories. When you start getting muscle and you start moving, you're burning more calories. It's crazy because you think, well, I'm going to get bigger. No, you're not going to get big. It's going to help you lose that weight. It's going to give you an extra thing to help you get the weight off. Now, it's true that, and I say this, nutrition is the biggest thing. You just don't lift weights. I can show you hundreds of people in gyms that go and lift weights and they think they're doing something year after year after year, and they get fatter and fatter because they've never made a lifestyle change. They haven't changed anything else. They just love lifting weights, and they go to the gym, and they can't understand why they can't get the weight off, why they can't change their body. This is a great thing about lifting weights. It will change your body. You know, excuse me, when you lose weight, especially if you lose a lot of weight, you don't want to be skinny fat. We all know what skinny fat is when you got all the loose skin. Well, that's hereditary for a lot of people. And people have different elasticity in their skin. But if you lift weights, the chances of you having a lot of skin really decreases. It helps with the loose skin. And believe me, I used to work with obese people, and you lose a lot of weight, and they didn't want to lift weights. They didn't want to do that kind of stuff, and they have a lot of lost skin, and then they go spend a lot of money on an operation for the loose skin, or either they just have to live with the loose skin, and you don't want that. So you want to get, in addition to changing your diet, lifestyle change, changing that diet, and changing the diet doesn't happen overnight for most people. It takes you a while to get your diet fixed. And the walking like I do, you want to do your daily walk, but if you will just add some weightlifting, or I say resistance training, doing body weight, that's good, that's great, but that's not as good as lifting weights. The body weight training, I'm going to show you exercises to do inside your home, and you could do those on days when you don't lift or however, but it's just not as good as lifting weights for you. Lifting weights for you, as I say, will increase your muscle, and the muscle mass will burn more calories, and you will lose weight faster. So that's something you really want to do, is to lift weights. I highly, highly encourage it. My body in the last year, from 65 to 66, has made drastic changes You know, I lost to 35 pounds. I lost 35 pounds when I was 58, and then I actually lost 4 or 5 more pounds to get a six-pack. And I have kept the weight off now, you know, going on, well, I'm 58, I'm 66. I've kept the weight off for 8 years. And you can do that too. And the weightlifting is a big part of it. There's so many advantages to weightlifting. I just urge you, however you decide to get the weight off, to do some kind of, maybe you start with push-ups or resistance training in your home, using your body weight, and maybe after a few months you get into the weights. You see what the weights can do. I really strongly encourage you to lift weights, to burn the calories, to get the weight off faster, and combine that with nutrition, combine that with a walking plan, good sleep plan. All of these things will increase your chances of getting your weight down to where you want it to be. It doesn't happen overnight. Even with weightlifting, it doesn't happen overnight. But weightlifting, the great thing about weightlifting is you will see changes fast. In a couple of weeks, you will see changes to your muscle. And that right there gives you the motivation to keep going. So this is Mike Norris, and again, the number one most surprising thing that will help with your weight loss is lifting weights. Please give the video a like if you like the video, subscribe to the channel, and I'll talk to you tomorrow.